Hi, good morning. I wanted to do a what sold video. I've been trying to do them every week. And today I look back and I think it's been actually like a couple weeks. So I'm not going to show you everything. I'm going to try and show you just a few things because I just don't want this video to be like an hour long with me showing you what sold. But I do have like pretty much a good variety of things here. There was just a few items I didn't include. So I wanted to show you what I sold on. As you know, if you've been following my channel, I sell on Bonanza, Macari, Poshmark, eBay, and then I also do sell on Amazon, but I'm not going to show you what I sold on Amazon. And so most of these items that you'll see here, it's a mixture of new and old. I do retail arbitrage where I do go to stores and pay full price, normal price for things, or maybe it's a clearance item and we'll flip it onto these platforms. So as you can see, this very first thing I have here is an Intex snap set pool. And I'm actually going to, so you'll see me looking to the right every now and then, or maybe it's the left on your screen. I have my cost of goods here on the page, and I'm hoping I can pull it up. I meant to have this in front of me. All right, so these pools are, I paid $15, $14.97 for this pool, and I sold it for $33.94, and the buyer paid shipping. And I use Pirate Ship, and I put these, they're actually like a box, and I can put it into 2 bags taped together, and I put it as shipping a bag. So I ended up getting, on Pirate Ship, you can get cubic shipping, and I was able to ship it for cubic shipping and actually even made a little bit on the shipping. So this is a really good flip. You'll see this a few times because I had 3 of them and I sold all 3. And I have them in here in the sequence of the platforms and stuff that I sold them on. So that is a really, really good flip. If you're not sourcing pools right now, they're hard to find in some of the stores. So just, keep your eyes out for them. And sometimes you'll even see them in the grocery store, the drugstore, stuff like that. So these I picked up on clearance at my local drugstore. It's like a very small chain that's just right here in the area. It's not a national chain. And I don't remember how much I paid for these. I think they were something like $1 and maybe even less than $1. And I picked up quite a few of them. And I think I only have one left now. I've been selling these since last summer, here and there. So this person actually bought 2 of them, and it cost $12.60 for 2 of them. Well, here we go. Another pool. So this is another sale of that same pool that I paid for $15 on. And of course, again, they paid shipping. And so those were all on Bonanza. And now we have Poshmark. And I did list some pools on Poshmark, and I put them as home goods in the outdoor section. And this pool I bought at my local drugstore. I am gated in this brand swim line. I cannot sell this on Amazon, so I went ahead and listed it online. And I cross-post pretty much all of my items to eBay, Poshmark, and Macari, and then only things that I can post on Etsy that I'll put on Etsy. And same with Poshmark. Like if this was, wow, if it's something that I can't sell on Poshmark, then I wouldn't list it. But sometimes I'll get a little creative with the categories. So this pool actually came in like a plastic bag. It wasn't even in a box or anything. And I was asking a little more. I think I was asking 35. They offered me 25. I paid $14 for this. And remember on Poshmark, the buyer pays for shipping. So in this case, I ended up making money, and I sold it pretty quickly. So this shirt I sold on Poshmark. I've had on there for quite a while, and I took a best offer. Actually, I didn't take a best offer. I think it went down to $8, and I just and sold it. But again, they pay shipping, so $8. So these are a retail arbitrage item that I bought at a store. They were on clearance and marked down to $4.98 or $2.98. I can't remember which one because I bought 3 different purses. One was $4.98 and 2 were 2. I think these may have been $2.98. But I actually took a best offer. So the person bought this one and this one, and they bundled them together. So it would have been $40. And I took a best offer of $35 for a bundle price. And they paid shipping. So I was really happy with that one. So here is another pool. That same pool that I sold on Bonanza 2 times. I sold the third one that I bought here on Poshmark. Now I will tell you that on Poshmark, so I shipped this and I just drop my stuff up at the post office and I don't wait for him to scan it. We've been doing it for 2 years since we moved here. I've never had any problem. It's a really, really small post office. And unfortunately, this one never got scanned. And this was on Monday and it still hasn't been scanned. And today is Thursday. So I'm a little worried about this box and where it might be. I was hoping that at the next destination it would have gotten scanned and stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. Here's a motorcycle t-shirt. I was actually, when I saw this at the thrift store, I was really excited and thought that this would sell pretty quickly. And it hasn't. I've had this, I bet you I've had it for a good 2 years. And it finally sold for $18. This hat, a snapback hat. Yeah, nice. I'm not even familiar with the brand, but sold for $15 on Poshmark. So these are so cute. I got these at the Goodwill. I paid $2 for them. They are so cute. And I almost kept them, but I just didn't really have a spot for them. So you can see it's 7 inches. It's like a stone. They're really, really heavy, like a solid stone. I couldn't really make out what the signature was. I may have been able to get more for them if I could have identified who made it. But I had this little gold on its leaf. They were just really, really cute. So I put these up on eBay and I cross-posted to, this is Etsy, just to let you know. I forgot to say that. Yeah, so we moved over to Etsy. So I sold this on Etsy. And let me look here and tell you how much I sold it for. So I went high on these because I didn't know who made them. And I thought that somebody might recognize it and actually decide that it's, a high value thing. So I figured I'll go high. And then as time goes on, I'll lower my price. So I lowered my price on eBay, but I never lowered my price on Etsy. And I sold these for $51.56 with free shipping. And, they weren't very big. So, I mean, it went cubic shipping. I shipped it through, actually, I think I shipped it through Etsy's shipping, but it wasn't very much for shipping. And I was really excited to see that I ended up selling them on Etsy where I hadn't even dropped the price. So now we're on to Macari. And I picked up these, you probably saw these in the haul. I think I paid 50 cents a piece because I think they were $1. And then they got marked down. Let me look over here and see. They got marked down. Oh, no, I put down that I paid $2 for them. I think to combined, I think I paid only $1 for them because it was half price. No, it wasn't half price. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused. The Salvation Army was half price, but not the Goodwill. So I paid $2 total. They were $1 a piece. And I sold them for $12 with free shipping. I just threw them in a poly bag. They're really good plush and lightweight. Didn't pay much for shipping at all to ship those. So I have put up a couple of videos about liquidation lots that I've been purchasing. And I did buy a bunch of NBA and NCAA items on liquidation. And this is one of the items I sold. All of the NCAA items I was able to put on Amazon. So that's where I put those. I've been merchant fulfilling those. And this NBA item, I'm not able to sell on Amazon. So I put it on eBay, Macari, and Poshmark. And here I sold this Seattle Supersonics one for $27 with free shipping. And I paid Ready for this? I paid $2.73 for this. Great deal. So along with the pools are these water slides. If you can find these, again, there's something that's it's very hard to find these out in the wild now. And on the water slide, I paid $20 for the water slide, and I sold them for $48 plus $17 in shipping. And again, on Macari, I sold this Abe Lincoln book with a cassette tape. So these I've had on here, not on Macari, but I've had them on eBay for, I would say, 3 to 4 years. Back when I lived in Vermont, I bought these at a garage sale, a whole bunch of them. And I still have, I think, 2 or 3 left. And I finally sold this one. I'm really excited to see this go. So $12 on Macari. So here it's been sitting on eBay all this time and never sold, and it sold on Macari. Same with these Peppa Pig. I bought these last year, retail arbitrage, went to send them into Amazon, and I was gated in Peppa Pig. So I have been selling these on eBay, and here I sold this one on Macari. I don't think I paid much for these, maybe like $1 or less. And I had bought quite a few of them because they had them all on clearance. So it went for $9 with free shipping. So that's a toothbrush. It looks like a Pez dispenser, but it's a toothbrush. So now on to eBay. So this is a Coach. Let me open up my page here so I can show you how much I can't show you, but I can tell you how much I paid for stuff. So in this one, I actually got this free from a friend of mine. She was getting rid of a bunch of items, which I have got to swing by because she's got some more items for me. And so this one didn't cost me anything. I sold it for $33.99 and it was free. So this person bought 2 of these. So by mistake, I had 2 listings for the same item and I just left them up. One had free shipping and one was charging shipping. I was kind of testing to see. I picked up quite a few of these at Walmart and clearance for $6. And I took a best offer. Let's see. The one with free shipping, which is this one. They sent me an offer on both of the listings. And this one I took a best offer of $15. Yeah, with free shipping. $15. And the other one, I took a best offer of $10 with $4 in shipping. So they paid $15 for one and $14 for another. And I went ahead and just combined them and shipped them into one packaging. So I had one price of shipping, which is why I accepted both of the offers. And unfortunately, they did not check out and pay for this items at the same time or, in one transaction. So I will get a little defect on Amazon, or on eBay, because I did not upload tracking for the second item. So hopefully they are not going to say I didn't send them, both of them. So that's a chance you take when you go ahead and ship things like that. These I put on Amazon back in the day, back last fall. When you sell on Amazon, if you want to do merchant fulfilled for fourth quarter, you need to sell so many items from August to October. You have to sell so many merchant fulfilled items in order to be able to do merchant fulfilled during fourth quarter. So I was going out there picking up some pumpkin spice items because they were selling pretty quickly at the time. And these were selling pretty quickly, but then all of a sudden the price tanked on them and I got stuck with them. And they've been sitting, I took them off from Amazon because they ended up expiring, and I threw them on eBay. And you see they expired in March 2020. And I sold them this week for $28.04. And I paid, I don't have it. I paid $2.98. I rounded it up for 3 of them. So $9 total I paid for these. And I got $28.04 plus shipping. I put them in a priority mail padded flat rate. So this was tough. This one, so my father passed away a few years ago, And I took a lot of the stuff from my mother when she was cleaning out his items, and I put them up on eBay, and I, kept some items for myself. But each time I sell any of his items, it just like breaks my heart. So I sold this. All right, I'm going to get emotional. I sold this, took a best offer, and hopefully they enjoy it. All right, basketball. So this week I opened some basketball cards on my live channel on Monday. If you haven't watched that video, I will put it up here, somewhere up here. I will put a link to it when I go live with this. And thanks to the Ecom and Beyond guys, Nate and Anthony, they were there and kind of walked me through what I was opening, because I don't know anything about basketball cards. I don't even know anything about players. Now, I did recognize Stephen Curry's name, but because he's an older player, but the newer ones I just don't know, and I didn't know what cards were good, so they helped me through it. So this one, I went ahead and listed all of the cards that I had opened and sold this one for $22 and $3.50 shipping. So I did list all of my items with tracking shipping. I am a top rated seller, and when you ship something without tracking, it is a defect on your account and you can lose your top rated seller status. So a lot of people who do that, like Rev Resale, he has I'm pretty sure he has two eBay stores. One for his other regular stuff, like most of the stuff I sell. And then the other one is for just his cards like this that he is selling and not putting tracking on stuff and just throwing a stamp on it, because that way he can keep his top rated seller on the majority of his items. So I was pretty happy with that $22. This is a Scrapbook Kits. I have had these for a long time on here. People just are not paper scrapbooking anymore. I have so much of it that I'd picked up over the years for myself, because I was scrapbooking way back when my kids were younger. And I ended up selling this for $18.30. And I was happy to get it out of here. Dora the Explorer Paddleball Classic Game. So I got this from Party City, which I've mentioned for a few times. I do have 13 available. I've sold 3 of them. I paid pennies for these. It was a going out of business. It was like 90% off, not even 90% off. It ended up being pretty much like, oh, your cart's full. How about $10 for that whole cart? And I had Halloween costumes and everything else in it, and a lot of these little small things. I thought they'd be good for party favors. And I sold this one for $10.97. So this, I was happy it went. I actually took a best offer on these. Let me check and see what it was. So I took a best offer of $15 on these, because I have had these in my store. Let me see if it shows up here. Oh, it says start time 2020. Yeah. I've had these in my store for a long time. And actually, I did take them out of my store in end of February, beginning of March. And I was just going to sell them at a garage sale or donate them, because I've had them probably for 3 years in my store. And then with the 50,000 listings that eBay gave us, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and repost these. So I went ahead and relisted them and figured I'd leave them listed until the end of July, when that promotion ends with eBay. And then if they haven't sold again, then I'll go ahead and just put them back into my donation or garage sale pile. And I took a best offer of $15, plus they paid shipping. So they're going out today. Dollar General has a big clearance every year or a few times a year. And I picked this up at the Dollar General, and I paid 50 cents for it and sold it for $12.19. Oh, by the way, I did take a picture. Some of these mazes, I almost kept this to do for myself. I just wanted to show you these mazes. They were like really, really hard. Very challenging ones. I was surprised this didn't sell in the middle of the pandemic with everybody closed in, because definitely something good to do. But yeah, that was a good sale, 50 cents into 12. So this was a bad buy for Amazon. So last year when I first started selling on Amazon, I went to Tractor Supply and I was scanning a bunch of things and I was like, "Oh yeah, I can make money on this." And so I was picking up all these items and this was something I picked up, sent to Amazon, and it sat there and sat there and sat there. And then I think it was in October, they had free where you could pull stuff back for free. And I said, all right, if people haven't bought it all through the summer, I'm not going to sell it through the winter. So I pulled it back and I threw it up here on eBay. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think I know how much I paid for these. No, I didn't put it in here and I didn't go looking through all my receipts to figure it out. But I sold them for $12. I sold both of them. So it went for $24.06 for two of them. And I was able to ship them together and they were first class. I loved it. This is one of my daughter's items from her closet from years and years ago. Again, something that has been on eBay for quite a while. And I must have retaken photos of this because I think this was something I pulled down and put into my donation pile. And then again, same with those other item I talked about, I went ahead and took pictures and relisted it because this background I didn't have when I first put this on eBay. So I sold it for $16.93 and I'm happy to see that go. Actually, I took a best offer or it was on sale. $14.90 was that one. That's what I sold it for. These Eddie Bauer walking shorts. I love to pick up some that are larger sizes. They usually do pretty well. Although these did sit around. Again, something that sat around for a while. Yeah, look at that. 2018. And I finally sold them. Picked them up at a Goodwill or something like that and probably only paid a couple dollars for them. And they sold for $14.62. This Bible, I picked these up at the dollar store. And these have been sitting out on here since last summer. And I finally just sold one for $12.05. And I paid $1 for it. These little guys are so cute. I've showed some of these in another video. I think I probably got about 30 to 40 of them. And I paid $1 a piece. And they're just really adorable. And this one I sold for $15.24. And you'll see in a little bit that I actually sold another one. And by the way, I picked those up at the Goodwill. Somebody must have donated a whole collection of them. And I grabbed every one that I could find. This Allen magnetic shotgun barrel rest pad. So these were on clearance at Walmart. And I paid $1 for them. And sold it for $10.92. So again, another retail arbitrage item. And here's another water slide. I think I paid $20 for these. $20 for these. And sold for $47.87 plus shipping. And another pool. These are a bigger box. And they're $58 is my cost of goods. Sold for $199.86 plus the buyer pays shipping because it's a big box. See this box. So I've sold a few of these and you probably saw them on another video too. As I find them, I just relist this listing. So this isn't the exact box they're going to get, but it looks like it. So I just go ahead and just relist each time. And these go FedEx. FedEx is a lot cheaper than going through the post office. I think FedEx charges something like, this last order, I can't remember where it went. I don't know if it shows up here. No, I'm pretty sure it was only like $13 or $14, if even that, to send it. And it's a pretty heavy box. FedEx has really done great with their rates lately. So if you're not checking FedEx for your large items, and especially on eBay, I mean, put in your measurements, put in your weight, and then just click and see how much is it if I went through FedEx. You may be really surprised if you're selling some larger items, how much cheaper it is to go through FedEx. These birds, I said I had some more. This is another one I sold $29.13, and it cost me $3 for these. All right, so this is a flower sifter, just a vintage antique one, and it's just not in very good shape. I picked it up. I think it was in a free box at a garage sale, and it's been sitting here for a long time. Let me see. Oh, it says 2020. So I'm assuming this is something, again, that I had taken off because I probably think it's been on here for 2 or 3 years, and I was just going to go ahead and sell it in my garage sale or donate, whatever. And I put it back on when we got those listings because I was tired of paying the 10 cents a month. I mean, you think about it. This has been sitting out there for, let's say, 2 years, and I was paying 10 cents a month to list it because I'm always over my 1,000 listings. And that's $1.20 a year, which isn't a lot of money, but now we're at $2.40 for something that's not selling. At some point, I'm just going to cut my losses and pull it. So I put it back up, and it sold for $15.71. And then here's another pool I found. Let me see how much I paid for this one because this is a new style. So this pool was $15 and sold for $44.99 with $8 in shipping. Well, whatever their shipping is. $8 is if I was shipping it to myself. And last but not least, actually, let me just see if this Macari. All right, no, that's just showing you my items. So this item was a PS Vita. It's a case for it. So I paid $5 and it sold for $14.99 on eBay. So I did want to show you or talk to you about, I'm going to link up here the video again of an unboxing I did where I had purchased this, a travel-on like crossbody bucket bag purse, a Dance Dance Revolution for the PS2, another dance pad for the PS3. I sold a PS3 Blu-ray remote, an Xbox 360 remote, and 4 microphones for people like YouTubers. So all of those items I had purchased from a liquidation company. I have sold everything from that purchase except for I have some Caribbean Joe or Caribbean Joe. I don't know how you say it, Caribbean or Caribbean Joe sheets, king size yellow sheets. I have not sold those yet. But out of everything that I had purchased from that thing, I have this little cheat sheety thing. I was keeping track because I just barely started getting into doing liquidation the last couple months. And I was curious to see how much am I actually making on these liquidations and is it worth it? Well, I can tell you that these items sold really fast. I mean, everything but, well, this this bag right here, it sold quickly, but it took me a little bit to put it up because there was a little dirt mark on the back of it. Let me show you a picture. So the back had this little dirt mark on it. So you can see it right here. Oh, it's probably going to open up it. Yeah, right there. But there was a little bit more like towards the middle. And so I cleaned it and I had to wait for it to dry. So when I was taking pictures of all the other stuff, I didn't take a picture of that. And then it took me a couple weeks to finally get back to it. So, but everything on that I bought in this lot sold so fast. Like within a week, they all were sold except for the sheets. And I had paid $101 for that whole lot. When I take away what my cost of goods were, what my fees were selling them on the platforms, and shipping, because pretty much everything I sell is mostly free shipping, except for like really, really heavy items, then I ended up making $107. So I paid $101 and I made $107. And I have not sold those sheets yet. And I will probably profit about $25 to $30 off from those sheets. So that's pretty good. I'm really excited about that. And I had another one that I was doing. Yeah, I'm not done totaling up this one. I have a couple items that haven't been selling as quickly on this one because I bought 27 board games, and I haven't sold any of them yet. So I think I need to drop my price on those again. It's just not a really well-known board game. Let's see. So I think that is it for what I sold so far. And I just wanted to thank you all for stopping in and taking a look at what I've sold. And that's it. So hopefully next week I'll remember to do another one so I don't have so many going at one time. Although this is only a month's or a week's worth, but of course, I'm just been busy and people are still buying stuff and I'm shipping like crazy. And again, this doesn't include my Amazon FBM. That is not as busy as eBay is. I mean, look at all these. These are the eBay sales. So that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit the thumbs up if you would so do that. I would appreciate it. And then there's a little bell down there. If you hit that bell, it'll notify you when I go live and when I post new content. And again, on Mondays at noon Eastern time, I'm starting a new video series called The Lunch Break Monday. And we're just going to be talking reselling, and I'm hoping to bring on some guests. But my goal really at that point is to have maybe some specific topics and to upgrade the level of chat that we're talking about. So we're not just talking about, I don't know. I find that there's a lot of resellers that are for the basic, very like the person just starting out, which is great because there's so much content out there. And that's how I kind of got going, was watching that, even though I was selling since 1998. When I really started to get more into it and get more serious, then I started watching more YouTube videos to kind of take some tips from other people and what's working for them and how they're running their business, and then cherry picked which ones would work for me and my business. And so I'm hoping that my channel will start to move towards more of, like, I call it the high schooler. So we're not in elementary school anymore or even in middle school. We're kind of graduated to the high school, because if you've been selling for 3, 4, 5 years or more, then you already have a lot of those basics. So what do we need now? What do we need to streamline things, make stuff a little better, easier, quicker, time management? And how do we up our game? If we're ready to up it to the next level, then how do you up that to that next level if you want to up it to the next level? So that's what we're going to be talking about. So come back and watch those series and ask questions, and let me know if there's anything that you would specifically like to talk about on those. And if I don't know enough about that topic, then I can bring somebody in as a guest and try and find somebody that can talk about that topic. So either way, again, I'm going to say it again. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.